Oh, hell no. Halfway there. Who the heck subbed? Alright, let's put on a playlist. We're waiting for our last guy, and then we will get started. I guess we could just be sitting at Adversary. Oh, it's the imposters. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Alright, let's get started. Welcome in, guys. Okay. So, Haru, this is your first time learning a boss with me, is that correct?
No. I was here for Kalos a couple weeks back,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, that was good. I actually did a solo clear of N Kalos, so that was great.
Great. And then, so this is the second time you're here with me, and John, this is also your second time actually learning a boss with me, is that right?
No.
Really? I thought I taught you Black Mage only. What else did I teach?
You taught me Calling.
Oh yeah, that's right, that was recent. Okay.
Calling. Yeah.
Well then, you guys kind of know how this goes. Go ahead and hop into my stream in the Discord.
Okay.
Okay, so as usual, the way we teach, I'm gonna tell you guys the most important information, like the most basic of basics, and we're gonna kind of tackle these mechanics like in digestible portions. It's gonna look a little different than the way I taught Kalos or the way I taught Calling, because we're actually just gonna focus on P1 here, and we're even just gonna focus on individual sets of patterns before other patterns. Okay? So make sure both of y'all in here. Perfect. Alright, so does anyone have any immediate questions before we start?
No.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and begin. So, welcome to Adversary. Adversary's whole shtick. A lot of the lore people really get onto it. Something about it like retconning a bunch of stuff, but inevitably this guy's kind of like the first hero, right? The first Mapler. Okay? And he essentially has like elemental powers. He's got fire, light, and ice, which you won't see until phase 2 and 3. And he works on a parry system. Okay, if you ever played Dark Souls, right? I guess that's the easiest way to make a comparison. However, I don't need to treat this boss like it's a reaction speed boss. It's not. Like every other boss, this is a memorization boss more than it is a reactionary boss. Okay? And we're gonna work on that. So the goal today is to be to focus on what the interact key does. It's gonna do the exact same thing across all 3 phases, and also focus on the gauge, and then we'll focus on some of his patterns in P1. That's where a majority of our practice is going to be today. It's gonna be P1. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Let's begin. So first of all, this is our gauge system. This is our gauge system. Okay? We're gonna start. Oh, where's my pen? Oh, hold on. It's like not drawing on the right. Drag it over. Okay. Okay, so there's 5 levels, right? Level 1 is anything below the lowest bar. Okay? Anything below the lowest bar. And then level 2 is the second bar, 3, and then 4 is below that last bar. Anything above the last bar into the very tip of the thing, that is going to be level 5. Okay? Everyone following so far? This gauge is going to start at level 3. That means we are going to be like right here, essentially. Like right there. Okay? Right below this line, around this line, okay? If you get any higher, we'll get 10 FD, and if we get any lower, we'll lose FD. And this is the thing that makes this boss difficult. Because not only does it follow a parry mechanic system, quote unquote, but also how fast your boss is, or even how much you can even clear the boss, swings wildly, depending on whether or not you are at level 1 or level 5 on more whenever your large damage windows and thresholds are. Understand?
Yeah.
So that makes this really, really frustrating, alright? If you want to clear this boss, if you are not parrying things correctly, you are losing a total of 60 FD. 60 FD for people that need to min clear, that means if you are any time below level 5 alone, you will fail. But even people that can clear comfortably, if they do the entire run on level 1 FD somehow, they're just not going to clear. It's impossible. Understand? So that's what I have to stress, is we have to be really mindful of this gauge. Now, certain things that we parry are going to give us gauge back, okay? And when you get hit by things, you'll also reduce gauge. Now, the amount that you increase the gauge with any individual parry also depends on how many people are in your party. If you're solo, you'll generate 3 times more gauge than if you were in a team of 3. Which makes sense. But when you think about that conversely, what that really means is if you are in a party of 3, you have 3 times more likelihood of making mistakes that reduce the gauge by the same amount. So there's really a demand for like polish in this boss. Alright? The last thing I'll explain before we talk about what can and can't be parried and how to parry is the willpower cycle. This is the cycle of power. This will happen every 2 minutes. Well, kind of 2 minutes. It's 132 to 138 seconds. The willpower, you have 1,000 willpower entering this boss, and every time you either die, you can lose 200 willpower, or anytime you exit a cycle of power into a new one, every so and so seconds, you will lose either 0 willpower, 100 willpower, or 200 willpower, depending on what level your gauge is at. So not only are you punished in terms of damage if you fail to keep the gauge up, you also lose lives. With 1,000 willpower, technically, if we count deaths as willpower, you only really have 5 lives in this boss. And you can only hit level 1 FD before a cycle of power 5 times before you fail out. There is no way to return your willpower back up after you've lost it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Any questions so far? That's like the basics.
Just to confirm how this willpower works, you need to maintain your what is it? This willpower level above, like 3 and above, every time the 2-minute cycle happens.
That's correct.
And what if you just die in the boss?
If you die, you just lose
Does
200.
that affect 200? Okay, got it.
Alright. Any other questions?
Nope.
Alright, let's talk about the parry. I'm not going to talk too much about what is a parryable and what is an optimal parry. Basically, anything that you can get hit by, you can parry. However, the cooldown of the parry depends on which thing you are deciding to parry. Alright? So we have optimal parries and regular parries. This is a lot of information, but essentially all I'm going to say is the cooldown is 6 seconds. But if you parry the correct thing, it is now a 1.5 second cooldown. This is vital. In 90% of scenarios, you will pretty much only saving your parry for optimal parries. Okay? And we will go over those. Don't worry. It's not going to be so difficult to tell which one is and which one isn't. We will clearly be able to define these things. Okay? Once you press the parry, you are immune to attacks for 0.5 seconds. It's a window that's pretty short and also not too short. All right? Let's talk about P1. All right? So the first thing we're going to talk about before any of these mechanics is the first thing he does on entry, and this is Sword FMA. And this is what we're going to do to get used to your parry machine for a moment. We're just going to go in like 5 times and get used to the mechanic, okay? Essentially, we're going to spawn in. He's going to throw these swords in there unlimited blade work style. They're going to hit the ground. That's going to do 1 sequence of damage. That red right here. And boom. And then 2 seconds later, it'll explode again. And that one is even higher. Okay? So this is what we do. We're going to up jump the swords landing on the ground. And we're going to parry the second explosion. Okay? Alright. Anyone have any questions about what we're doing, first of all? We're parrying.
So we're just wait, so we're practicing the up jump or the parry?
We're going to up jump it and then parry the second hit.
Okay.
This is what's done essentially every time.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to explain how to tell what the sword FMA is doing and what the timing is. All right, so there's essentially two kinds of parries when you get down into the nitty-gritty of it. We have parries based off of actual tells and knowledge, right? This is I would consider that a proper parry, okay? And then we have parries based off vibes, where you go, I think this is the right timing. We're gonna try and learn to avoid vibes-based parries today, okay? That is the goal. If you make a parry, it's not because you're guessing, it's because you're sure. That is the goal, okay? So let's talk about the tell for the swords. There's two. I'm gonna focus on the second one first. You'll see the sword spinning, like right next to him. You'll see it rotate twice. Every time it rotates twice, it does a hit. Alright? The sword only appears right next to adversary. And it can be kind of hard to see it, quite frankly. That's why I'm just telling you it's one of the ways you can tell. Right? The other one, this is the one that I use. And even label as the easier method. Okay? Oh, hold on, my pen. Is you'll look at the sword. So when the swords land, it's like the light is shining on them, and you'll see a sheen glistening up and down the sword. You can kind of see it in this green picture. Do you guys see that here?
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, it's going to go up, down, and the second time it hits up, and the moment you see it going down, you can press parry. When it reaches down again, the second time is when the hit happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go in a few times. When I see you guys land this a few times in a row, and also therefore get a little bit more familiar with the parry, we're going to start talking about some of the other attacks. Okay? Alright, come on over to channel 17. No. Am I in channel 17?
Or,
I'm
I
not.
don't think you are.
Okay. Alright, I'm going in. We're not going to burst. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to watch the swords come down, up jump it, iframe it, whatever you need to do. Right? Just don't use your Jenny.
Okay.
And then we're going to parry the second hit. Alright, swords, jump, and parry. Two misses. Alright, let's leave. We're just going to enter and exit over and over again until we understand it, okay? Also, that first entry might have been a little laggier than usual. We preloaded it that time, so now it shouldn't be that laggy going in, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
And jump. And parry. Oh, ouch. Alright, let's leave.
Fast. That's a lot faster than I thought.
Remember, it's not a speed thing, it's just a memory thing. Keep looking at the sheen of the sword, okay? We need to be able to do these things automatically, that's the goal. And jump. And parry. Oh, we all landed that time. Good job. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do it 3 times in a row.
I got hit by the first thing though.
That's fine. I still saw we all landed the parry. Alright, entering. Might just be jumping a little too early. You can always just jump and hold blink too, if you feel like you're early. Don't forget. And jump. And parry. I don't think you parried it because you were up high for too long, were you?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go again.
Okay, so.
Remember, as soon as the swords land on the ground, you can drop.
Okay.
Alright, let's go again. 3 in a row. I want 3 in a row. Look at the I look at the rotating sword, I can't see the lighting thing. That's okay. I mean, it's all dependent on the person. Jump. And parry.
I fucked up.
Alright, let's leave. So level, did you hit 3-line magic attack yet? Jump. And parry. Almost, almost. Let's leave. Alright, I'm entering. Jump and parry.
My bad.
All right. Does anyone have any trouble? Is anyone having trouble seeing the mech? Do you guys want me to go over it again? Let's go over it one more time.
I see it, but like, I guess like from my perspective, I don't see the, like I see the whatchamacallit, the, I guess the position of the largest sword is the thing for me.
You're finding out where to look, right?
Yeah, finding out where the largest sword is.
It's like right in the middle, like dead ass right in the middle of the map. It's like right on top of him too, so it's a little harder to see. Don't forget, but it's gonna be in front of him, like animation wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not cubing my WSC out of spite. It's okay. That's good for you. Where's my mouse? Okay. So yes, it's gonna land literally in the middle of the map. Like there's a giant pillar in the background. That's literally where the sword lands. Just keep that in mind. This time I'll stand like right next to it. You notice I'm saying and. And is going to be your key word today. Anytime I say and, you should expect a parry shortly afterwards. I know we have Discord lag, but something you'll get used to. And parry. Perfect. Alright, let's leave. Did you guys see it a little more clearly that time?
Yeah.
Did anyone want me to show it again?
Figure out what the big sword looks like. It's not too bad.
It's really not too bad. It's not too bad. Unless you have a bunch of animations going under it, it can be still a little hard to see. I'm going in. Jump. And parry. Oh, unfortunate. Alright, let me just see 2 in a row. Let me see 2 in a row before we start talking about the next thing. But this is like the bread and butter. This is one of the biggest attacks to parry, gives the most gauge. If we are failing these, it's very common for a party just to rerun immediately. So you have to get this one down. Jump and parry.
I get,
What do you feel like you're struggling with?
I think it's like just the timing of it, because it's like.
Okay, let's look at the timing of it. The timing itself is you're doing it on a vibe, aren't you? Because you're not entirely certain what it looks like for when you should be pressing the button. Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by a vibes-based parry, right? So the tail is right here. So you'll see the sheen go up first after the sword lands. It'll go up, down, right? So it'll go up, down, right? So it'll land, right? Land, and then it'll go up, and then down, and the second up, the moment you see it starting to go down, that's when you press the parry button.
Okay.
That's it. Okay?
Okay.
Remember, 1, 2, 1, 2. You'll notice it also lines up pretty closely with when I say and. Okay? Jump. And parry. I actually got hit by the first one, but I think someone else didn't parry.
I
Okay.
missed the parry.
Did it make at least a little bit more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again. I need to see you get it twice before we can continue.
I think I'm more concerned about the initial attack than the actual parry.
Just jump early and hold Link, and then once you see the swords land, just drop down and parry. Good. Let's leave.
He's in my room.
Alright, let's see. Lock in, jump, and parry. Good, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Does it make more sense now?
Yes.
Alright. So, that's the bare bones basics. Let's start talking about P1. This boss, when I was trying to learn it, took me like, because I'm not really good at reading docs actually, despite how much I religiously teach from them. And I did go over the docs, but I didn't have the Sushi Malu Urawa guide as well when I first started, which doesn't focus as much about the exact numbers of any individual thing, but instead focuses on the hitboxes and the tells. Okay? So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to the next mechanic we're going to talk about, there's essentially 4 other mechanics. The first one I'll talk about is Shadow Clones. So Shadow Clones happens every minute opposite of the Falling Swords, right? So 30 seconds after Falling Swords, this will happen. And then 30 seconds after this, the Falling Swords will happen again. And then, you know, it'll rinse and repeat kind of like that. Okay? Mm-hmm. This one is the second, like, FMA to really dodge. Essentially, there will be 3 Shadow Clones. And you kind of play it like Saren test. Okay? You just need to get to the right clone, and then you have to parry the clone when it disappears. Okay? So in this case, all the clones will appear. They look the same, except one of them will have red. Okay? The problem is, if you stand, like, here, like right in the middle, it can be hard to see the right, and it can be hard to see the left at the same time. They'll both be, like, halfway off the screen. It can be a little bit tricky. I recommend standing, like, in between 2. And if you see both of them, sorry, I'll draw on the other side. Standing in between 2, and if you see both of them have golden daggers, then you know, okay, opposite side. It's the same way I play my Saren tests. Okay, process of elimination. Make sense?
Yes.
So, the way this works is, if you guys have sound on, and I recommend that you have sound on for this fight, the bass will cut out at the timing to parry this attack. But also, the moment you see the Shadow Clone move, that's when you would press the parry button. Like, it disappears, parry. Make sense?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're gonna miss this a couple of times, and that's fine. The thing is, if you stand under the red one and you don't parry it correctly, you just die. But that's fine, we're here to practice. If you stand under the other ones and you don't parry it, you live. That's the risk and the reward of the perfect parry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are not...
Does this also give a lot of, like, gauge, like the one we just did?
It does give a lot of gauge, yes. Now, the bounds of the map are actually, like, around here-ish. If you go to the corners and you just hold duck, you will also not get hit by any of the attacks. Let's say you didn't have your parry available, right? Because remember, if you get the perfect parry off, then the cooldown's 1.5 seconds. But if you fail your parry or you miss the parry, right, by any means, the cooldown becomes 6 seconds. So you won't be able to parry anything for that amount of time. If this kind of pattern happens and that's in that time frame, then you're either forced to iframe or go to these corners like I'm mentioning here. Okay? Alright, let's talk about the actual attacks I want to talk about. So, we have 2 attacks here. This is dash, and this is 1, 2, 3. We're calling it 1, 2, 3, and it's very similar to Saren 1, 2, 3. Okay? Let's talk about dash first. Okay? Let's talk about this. So, here's the thing. He's going to kind of cross his daggers in front of him. And then, when you see the daggers explode with this flare, that is the tell to press parry. Okay. Once you see flare, parry. Okay? Afterwards, he's going to dash. It's going to be a long dash. It's his longest dash. Okay? Now, here's the problem. Any attack that he does that involves a movement, like a dash, can be preceded by a shadow clone. Okay? And this is probably the most confusing thing about how to tell between the attacks in this phase. Alright? But, like, one, it's, what if I can't see the shadow clone and it's still happening because he's, like, in a wall or there's, like, a bunch of animations and stuff? Or, like, how do I know which shadow clone is which? Essentially, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you have to remember one thing about his primary attacks in phase 1, it's if it's the first attack, right? If he's starting a new attack, okay? And he's doing a shadow clone, duck it. Does that make sense?
That's usually the first attack.
If you see a shadow clone at the start of a first attack, you just hold duck. Got it?
Can we move this to the hall?
Huh?
Move this to the hall. They're gonna take this.
If the shadow
they're
clone
taking this.
is always before his real dash attack here, if you can't see the shadow clone, is it safe to just duck until you see red?
Yes, duck until you see the flare, and then you press parry. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to move a mattress out into the hallway.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Oh. Oh. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Oh my god.
Meatball, get off.
Come on. It's like, this is a challenge. I like it. I know you like this mattress, buddy. It was yours for a long time.
Alright, love you.
Love you.
Alright, hello guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's dash. And I'm going to explain the other attack. This is his other movement skill. It's 1, 2, 3. Whether it's dash 1, dash 2, or dash 3, it doesn't matter. These are all part of one attack. Okay? Alright, so this is the way it works. If it's dash 1, he'll, instead of crossing both daggers in front of him, he'll just do 1. And they'll kind of like backhand you as he dashes through you. Right? Kind of anime style. Here's the problem. If it's a shadow clone, you have to duck the shadow clone because it's the start of a new attack. So if it's a shadow clone, you must duck it. Got it? So you duck the shadow clone, and once you see that he does the knife around his shoulder, like this,
Yeah.
that's your timing to parry. When you see the knife over the shoulder. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, second dash, we just duck it. That's it. Okay? And then third dash. This one can also have a shadow clone. Only dash 1 and dash 3 can have a shadow clone. But the problem with the third dash of shadow clones, you do not duck this one. We jump it. A regular jump is fine. Okay? If you need to up jump it, you can. Okay? The timing to parry, if he does a shadow clone in dash 3, is when the clone disappears. Make sense, everyone? Okay, okay. That's it. That's all we're gonna focus on. 1, 2, 3, and long dash. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Okay. Alright. There's a lot more, but I'm gonna bring it up as you see the difficulty. Okay? Let's go in. We're gonna go into normal for now, but we're not gonna burst. We're just gonna kind of no attacking necessarily. You can DPM a little bit if you'd like, but we're just gonna focus on parrying everything. And keep this in mind. This is parrying where I will be landing all these parries, but you may not be, and you're still gonna see our gauge gonna be pretty bad. Alright, jump and parry. Missed that, that's okay. Dash 1, dash 2, duck, jump, disappear, parry. Well, these are sword swings. If it's red, you can parry it. Listen to and parry. Alright, 1 and 2. When I say and, that's usually when I'm parrying. Keep that in mind. Dash 1, dash 2, duck, and then dash 3. 1 and 2. Long dash parry. Alright, we got left and parry.
Wait. Oh.
1,
Wait,
2,
Mono's right.
and 3. No, it's never gonna be right. It's gonna be together. Dash 2, dash 3. Long. 1, 2, and 3. Get ready to jump. Jump. And parry. Alright, just watch me for a little bit, okay? We're gonna play in here for like 1 minute. Dash 1, duck 2, dash 3. Duck, flare.
Oh.
1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Duck, long. This is a shadow clone. I'm gonna duck it. Parry, duck 2, dash 3. Jump, disappear, parry. Right, disappear, parry. Flare. 1, 2, and 3. Shadow. Over the shoulder, parry, duck 2, dash 3, shadow clone, jump, disappear, parry. Okay. Would you like to go outside and let's exit real quick and let's do you guys have any immediate questions about the mechanics that you want to see again?
I think the timing for the third clone jump is a little like, how do you know when to jump? Is it right after you see that third dash clone spawn, or is there like a delay?
It's pretty similar to if the clone wasn't there. So when he crosses his arms, that's when you can jump. If you'd like, you can also be behind him to avoid the clone, and then go in front of him when he's going to do the actual attack, when the clone disappears. That's another thing you can do, while you're still kind of getting used to the exact timing. I don't recommend up jumping, though. It can be a little hard to get back down in time for the parry.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to see before we go back in?
Yeah. Wait. So for the whole sequence, is it always gonna follow the same sequence, or?
It's always going to follow the same sequence, the same way Saren always follows the same sequence.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing is, while you can duck the first clone, you can't duck the actual attack. Keep that in mind. So you have to parry that or get out of the way.
Okay, that's so confusing.
It is
Wait,
confusing,
so-
but remember, if it's the first clone in an action, always parry. And if there's a clone, no matter what, you want to parry the first thing in the dash anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's dash 1, 2, 3, or it's flare for the long dash. It's the same thing. You duck the clone, you duck the clone. Right? The only clone you don't duck is the one at the end of 1, 2, 3. And so if we think of it like that, now it's not confusing between which shadow clone is which. Because if we think of 1, 2, 3 as one whole sequence, then that means you have all of 1, 2, 3 to think, okay, well, if it's the third dash and there's a shadow clone, what do I do? And it's jump. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want me to go over like a specific mechanic again, really in detail? It's just dash and 1, 2, 3.
I think reps.
Okay, let's go reps. Alright, let's go in. Now you guys see why P1 is a majority of our learning, right? And we still have the sword swings to go over. Alright, get ready. Here come the swords. Jump. And parry. Good. 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Good. Put a fountain down in the middle. And 3. Duck. Long. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. cross. Almost. 1, 2, and 3. Right?
Oh, I can carry it.
Duck. Flare. 1, 2, and 3. Duck. Dash 1. Duck 2. I'm gonna talk about that moment again in a little bit, okay? That one where you guys got hit by the chain. Okay, remember that. Alright, get ready to jump. And parry. Good. Duck. Long. That combo is unavoidable if you get hit by the shadow. What you can do there. Dash 3. Jump. And parry.
Oh.
1 and 2. Oh, I missed it. Flare.
Yeah.
Fountain's back down. Careful. He'll teleport to people if you're too far away. 1, 2, and 3. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Middle.
Okay, that middle timing.
2 and 3. But was it a vibes-based parry or a tell-based parry?
It was a tell-based parry, but I couldn't do it fast enough.
Ah, okay, okay. Did you have this? Did you turn your sound on for it? Duck.
I have...
Dash 2.
Oh, maybe I did use my sound.
Dash 3. Alright, we cycle, we lose 200. Alright, let's leave real quick. That was better though. Haru, you did great.
Hold on.
Thanks. I'm trying to remember like one of them at a time because there's a lot to focus on.
There
You're
is.
trying to
There is.
remember every pattern.
And that's why I don't want you guys, like, if you guys get hit by the sword, it's whatever. Honestly, just take the hit if you need to. I want us to focus on the dashes first, and then we'll talk about the sword swings. Once I feel like you guys get, at least you kind of get it, or understand it.
Do those lasers affect the gauge at all? Like the ones all over the place?
In normal, no. In hard, a little bit. In extreme, slightly more.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just in normal right now. Our goal today, like your immediate goal right now, in this last hour and 15 minutes you have with me, is to maintain a level 5 gauge into a cycle of power completion. Okay.
So like full 2.5 minutes.
Yes. Well, not necessarily even the full 2.5 minutes. I'll count it as long as we're level 5 right before the cycle of power.
Oh,
As long as level 5 is active while we enter the cycle of power, we're good. Okay?
I think they're here.
Yes, ma'am?
I think they're here.
Okay, let me know if you need me.
Okay.
Alright, let's go in. I'm gonna keep calling the things. Alright? Get ready to jump. And jump. And parry. Almost. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Oh shit, I didn't talk about that thing. Dash. Long dash. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Parry long. Watch the teleport. Teleport. Probably. Oh, dash 1. Dash 2. Jump. And parry. Almost. Left. Long. One, 2, and 3. Shadow. Duck 2, dash 3. Okay, jump. Parry. Long. 1, 2, and 3. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Parry. Oh, I was a little early. 1, 2, and 3. Flare.
I don't know.
1, 2, and 3. 1, duck 2, dash 3. You're gonna watch me play for a moment. We'll play until the cycle of power left. 1, 2, and 3. Duck, flare. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's leave. Alright. Let's go over those mechanics one more time, alright? And then we'll go back in. Actually, and you know what? I'm gonna go over the sword mechanics as well right here. Despite not being fully... I just want you guys to know what you're dealing with. We'll just go over it once. Okay? He essentially has two kinds of sword swings. Only the red sword swing is the one that we parry. Okay?
Yeah.
It's either a 1 and 2, so the double swing. Okay? Boom, boom. Okay? One more time. Go this way, and then this way. Okay? Or it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So when you see him raise a sword behind him, this is the easiest one. The tell is just when you see the sword lurch backwards like this when it's red. That's it. That's your tell. Very simple. It has the largest wind up. It's the easiest to parry. Alright? This one's harder. But remember, the tell is that the red sword is like less pronounced behind him, and he's gonna have to swing it like a baseball bat. And he's going for a home run. Okay? Alright, so you can duck all the preceding sword swings, and you want to parry the last one. So remember, when I say and, you probably hear me saying it, like, this is 1 and 2. Okay? And this one is 1, 2, and 3. Understand?
Yeah.
Alright, and that's all the attacks in P1, other than dive, but we already know dive. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about back to the dashes. So remember, for the dash, our tell is the flare. Okay? You'll see the circle get filled up. Ding, like that. Ding, that's the parry. Ding, parry. Okay? If it's a clone, you still duck it, but once you see the flare, ding, that's when you parry. Okay? And then 1, 2, 3. Remember, it is if it's a shadow clone, you duck it, but the tell is when he puts the knife over his shoulder like that. And parry. And parry. Okay? And parry. And parry. Okay? Secondly, you duck the second dash. We're going to talk about that. Remember I said we're going to talk about that? That one that you guys got chain hit by? And then clone 3, where it's you jump the clone, and then you parry. Okay?
Yeah.
Any questions? Okay, cool. Let's talk about that. So remember, earlier what happened was you guys got hit by the clone, and then the real dash, and then you got hit by dash 2. This is this is a bad habit that a lot of people have coming into this boss, is you think, oh, I'm not gonna make it, let me just get out of the way, right? In this situation, you cannot do that. If you try to jump out of the way, you do not have enough time. It's 1 frame between the hit, the cooldown of the hit stun from dash 1 to the hit in dash 2. The only thing you have time for is if you hold down duck. If you get hit by dash 1, okay, and you want to avoid dash 2, you have to hold duck. Okay, that's it. And then regroup for dash 3. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in. Oh, also, do you guys understand the 3 shadow clone thing? Do I need to go over this again?
Yeah.
Like the split FMA?
I just thought it was like a consistent glowing red, but it's glowing
not.
red and then it goes back to
That's
I didn't know
correct.
That, but now I do know.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go in. Let's go in. Good luck, boys. Good luck. Jump. Parry. Good. Parry 1. Duck. Parry 2. Jump. Disappeared.
It's so hard
1,
to see
2, and 3. It is. Remember that question? I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna tell you how we can tell better later. 1 and 2. He will turn around.
Okay.
1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Remember, you can only use a skill if you're in range. So he's gonna do what he can to put you in range. And that means turning around. Flare. Right. Good luck. 1, 2, and 3. Flare. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. Parry. And parry. Duck. Flare. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. Remember, when the clone disappears, that's your tell. Flare. Oh, my parry didn't go off. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. I want to see you guys hit that one. Middle. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Duck. Flare. Remember, Shadow Clone, we always duck first. Duck. Parry. Sword swings. Oh, cycle of power. Hey guys, we all lived to a cycle of power for once. That's improvement. Get ready. Swords. And parry. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. Parry. 1 and 2. Good. Long. There he goes. Into the night. 1, 2, and 3. Can't see the fight? What do you mean you can't see the fight? Duck 2. Dash 3. Disappear. Right? 1, 2, and 3. Duck. Parry. Alright. That was a little better. That was a little better. This is what I'm going to talk about. You asked a really good question earlier. Sometimes I can't see the Shadow Clone. Right? There's more than one Tau. I don't need to see the Shadow Clone to know that there's a Shadow Clone. Okay?
Okay.
So the question is, how do I know that? Right? At all times, I've taught this before. I don't know if you guys remember this. I probably didn't go over it much in the few times I've taught you guys, but I talk all the time about what boss AI does. So let's think about this in terms of Black Mage or Cowling P3. But let's talk about Black Mage is more common. In P3, if you hold duck, other than purple lasers, what does the boss do?
He moves towards you
He moves towards you. Why?
because he has nothing to hit.
He has not just doesn't have nothing to hit, but he has nothing. He has nothing available to him to hit you. The context is very important. In a situation where the boss has nothing that he can hit you with, whether it's by inability to target or cooldown, he will walk. Right? In this boss, he is always walking or always attacking. Okay? If at any point he decides to stop moving and he's not doing an attack, it's a Shadow Clone because he's summoning it.
Okay.
So the tell is he's standing unnecessarily still, essentially. Make sense?
Okay.
So that's how you can, like, you might have heard me even say it once or twice while watching me. I was like, oh, here comes a shadow. Before the shadows even spawned. Right? Because I know what the animation looks like for him to summon a shadow, and it's the lack of an animation. Okay? Alright, let's go back in. That was better.
We don't.
The next immediate goal is just to get through a phase without losing any willpower. Right now, we've just barely made it to getting through a cycle of power without dying out. And parry. Hi, babe. What's up?
You don't happen to have any cash, do you?
I have a $5 bill.
Okay. Maybe I'll just give them
Don't you
20.
have the cash from the other day when we returned the mattress or the bed frame?
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Flare. 1 and 2. Good. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Oh, I didn't see the shadow clone. Oops. Middle. Nice. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Good. Duck. Flare. Remember, always duck that shadow. Always duck that shadow. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Disappear. Good. Jump. And parry. Oh, you bound him. So we didn't get the hit off. Okay. We didn't want that to happen, but that's fine.
My bad.
Alright, shadow. Duck. Parry. Oh, I got hit. Duck. And then parry. Flare. Watch the teleport. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Parry. Oh, so I didn't call that. Dash 1, duck 2, dash 3. Oh, sorry, I'm so distracted. My cat jumped up on the other desk. He's not allowed to be there, but I think he's just scared. We have people coming in and installing something. Alright, cycle of power. Didn't die out. Very good. Get ready to jump. And parry.
Oh, I didn't.
Alright, just sit and watch for a moment. Parry 1, dash 2, parry 3. Long parry, flare. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Good. 1 and 2. Good. Dash 1, duck 2. Careful standing on that. Jump. Parry. Fountains down in the middle again. Left. Disappear. Okay. Okay, Aru, I see you. 1, 2, and 3. Oh my god, we're level 5. Long parry. Wow, well done. I thought you'd get hit by that. Shadow. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Disappear. Good. Duck.
Oh.
Flare. It was hard to see, right? Remember, he was standing still, though. He was standing still. And parry.
Yeah,
That's okay, that's okay. That's still good. 1, 2, and 3. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Disappear. Teleport. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Duck, flare. 1, dash 2. Shadow, jump, disappear, parry. Middle. Watch your HP. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Duck, flare. That's tough, that's tough.
Yeah.
Oh. 1 and 2. Lock in, lock in. It's level 5. Keep it up. Ah, we are halfway at the goal. Halfway at the goal. Alright, let's leave.
Okay.
Alright, Haru, I see you, man. I see you.
Yeah, it's just when I don't see the clone, it's tough. But
Yeah,
like,
remember-
standing still.
Remember, at all times, the boss is giving you information. Even if you can't visually see the clone, what is the boss doing? He's standing still. Why is he standing still? He's not obeying the two rules. He's either walking or attacking. If he's not walking, he's attacking. It doesn't matter if he's standing still. He's attacking. And if you don't see him doing an attack while he's attacking, it has to be a shadow clone.
Right. Now, near the end half of that, I started taking damage, and I wasn't sure why, so I kind of lost concentration.
That's totally fine. Actually, I wanted to talk about that. I saw you standing in it. So there's one more mechanic here, and it's this mark. This appears 10 seconds into entering the fight. Okay? Oh, oops. My mouse. Oh, God. Reloading. Okay. It was right here, I swear. Here it is. Okay, so basically a little mark is going to appear on you for a little bit, and then after 3-ish seconds, it'll just place wherever you were. Okay? And when it's exploding for those 3 seconds afterwards, it'll also give you a debuff where you can't heal. And do like 10% per tick.
Just move for like a few seconds if you see this mark on you.
Yeah, yeah. So if you can, you want to. It's gonna be on top of you. It's gonna follow your character, right? While it's getting ready to be placed. So you can place it high up, and then it explodes in the air instead of on the ground, right?
Oh, okay.
If you can, but otherwise, try to just be wary of where it is. That's all.
And does it hurt other players? Like,
It does
like
hurt other
bullet
players.
hurts everyone? Okay.
He was really scared earlier.
I know.
He jumped up here, and then he jumped down here. I don't know where he is now.
So when he's going
There he
through the
is.
sequence of attacks,
Sorry, can you ask that question again?
yeah. So when he's going through the sequence of attacks, like
The 1, 2, 3.
the 1, 2, 3.
Uh-huh.
For the ones that have a shadow clone compared to not having a shadow clone, do they attack faster or like
What do you mean?
just the same?
Oh, are you saying does the existence of the shadow clone modify the timing of the actual attack?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
A little bit, yes.
Yes, because that's why I'm getting tripped up, because every single time I think that it's gonna be the same timing, it's not the same timing. And then I'm
Well,
doing it.
this is also, it's at least partially a problem though, because if that's what you're saying is the reason it's flubbing you, that means you're doing vibes-based parries.
Yeah.
Because the tell is always the moment you see the dagger go over his shoulder. If there's no shadow clone, you need to parry. If there's a shadow clone, you need to duck it, and then you can parry.
Okay.
Right? Also, like, same thing for dash 3. The timing for your parry is not based off what the boss is doing, it's based off what the shadow clone is doing. That's why I keep saying, when the shadow clone disappears, that's when you parry. The fact that you're talking about the timing of the actual attack signals to me that you're going off of a vibes timing, right? So that's what I mean by we need to really study these tells. Does that make sense? So remember, the timing for dash 3 is not the boss, it's the clone. When the clone disappears, that's when you press the button. There's no vibes about it. It's if this, then this. Make sense? Okay, okay. Do you want me to go over, like, the 3 dashes one more time for you, or any other attacks?
Okay. Oh, I think I got the dashes. It's just the difference between. Well, okay. So there's some other thing you said, because there's a dashes and then there's the other one.
The long, the flare.
Yeah, the flare. Yeah.
The flare is always based off of one timing, whether there's a shadow clone or not. When the flare appears is when you press the thing.
Okay.
That's it. You're only looking for the flare.
Okay.
You just duck the shadow clone. That's it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, don't let the shadow clone make you think, oh god, when is the timing? It's not when. He's telling you when the timing is. It's the flare. Okay? Got it?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Make sure I'm not lagging too hard. I'm gonna turn on my music in-game. Okay, let's go in. You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in, John Boy. Haru's picking it up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Up jump. And parry. Perfect. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. Flare. See, he's just walking. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Duck. Dash 1. Duck 2. Jump. Disappear. Right. Ouch. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Flare. Swords. Up jump. And parry. Good. 1, 2, and 3. We don't want to be too far away from the boss. Dash 1. You're giving yourself no information. That's how you got hit by that dash just now. You didn't see the boss. Disappear. Parry. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Flare. Fountains down. 1 and 2. Probably dashes. Shadow. Duck. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Middle. That was long. Watch the teleport. 1, 2, and 3. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. Parry. Hey. 400 lowest new record. And parry. I got hit by the first one. Oops. Shadow. Duck 1. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Duck. Long. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Flare. So right there at the end, you got hit by that dash 2. What was going through your head when you got hit by it? Duck? John?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was gonna dash left, but he dashed right.
Oh. Well, he's always going to follow a character.
Yeah. But I thought it was like...
You'll also see which direction he's facing as well, so...
Yeah. So I just thought he was looking... Well, he was looking to the left and he dashed right.
No, he was looking to the left because he was finishing his dash, and then you always see him wind up his dash in the direction he's going. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Duck, flare. Alright, let's get ready to leave. 1, 2, jump, disappear, flare. Alright, let's leave. Alright, and remember, in hard, it gets even more punishing. By punishing, it's not the things that do more damage, it's like, things will gauge you harder, you'll lose more gauge. That's the tricky part. And in extreme, it gets even more difficult. I think if you get hit by one thing, you lose like half the entire gauge. It's insane.
Yeah, then you're not clearing.
Yeah, exactly. You have to play actually perfectly. The last thing I'll explain, okay, is we have to be wary of cooldowns. Like, even if, like I mentioned earlier, the boss is always giving us information, right? If, sure, you guys probably understand it a little better now when I'm calling for like 1, 2, 3, and I know it's a shadow clone, right? You're starting to hear me call it early. Does that make sense? So here's the thing about that, and let me actually make sure. I'm gonna turn down my stream quality here in the Discord because I might be lagging on stream and no one's telling me. But there's always more information to be given. Okay. If he's done long dash just now, and sometimes I know, even though we're talking about the flare, we're talking about the 2 swords in front of him for the flare, or the 1 sword over the shoulder for 1, 2, 3, right? It's still a little bit difficult to visually tell which like actual physical movement he's doing, right? Make sense? But here's the thing. If I saw him just finish 1, 2, 3, and I see him prepping another, he's holding the dagger, I know he's about to dash, and I don't know which one it is, you do know what it is. If my eyes were closed and you told me he did 1, 2, 3, and then someone said he's dashing again, how do I know whether it's 1, 2, 3 or dash? The answer is because he just did 1, 2, 3. It's on cooldown.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same. The easiest explanation is this with double and triple. 1 and 2 or 1, 2 and 3. If he just did 1, 2 and 3 and you see him doing a sword attack again, it cannot be this again. Based off of the cooldown. So by process of elimination, you understand, oh, it's going to be the second hit, not the third hit. Make sense? This is all the information we have at our disposal, and we can tell everything. So if it looks like I'm doing things flawlessly, it's because I understand how the boss is going to do a mechanic, what mechanic he did previously, and what is available to him. And because of that, I have the information to make the decision. It's not that I'm necessarily faster or better. I understand it more. That's all. Okay? Ready?
Yep.
Yes, baby?
Excuse me. Mattress is set up. We will need to shift it a little when you're free.
Okay.
I'm going to Target.
Oh. For what?
I gotta pick up my gift.
Oh, okay. Got it. Alright. Drive safe. Love you.
Love you.
Alright. Let's go in, guys. Wait, they finished everything? That's crazy.
Like the bed frame's up, bed's on it,
Wow.
plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just slightly to the left.
Got it.
Yeah.
And parry. Good job. We're getting that really consistent now. Duck. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Long dash. Good. 1 and 2. Sorry. Great work. 1, 2. It has to be 3. Good. Here's a fountain. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Excellent. Long dash. That's fine. That's fine. Lock in. 1, 2, and 3. Left. 1 and 2. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Jump. Disappear. Parry. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Don't forget to heal on the fountain. Up jump. And parry. Good. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Oh, jump. Disappear. Parry. That's okay. Lock in. 2 and 3. Long dash. Fountain is down again. Could be anything. 1, 2, and 3. Hello, weakest. Shadow. Dash 1. Duck 2. Remember, you hold duck in that situation. Jump. Disappear. If you held duck, you wouldn't have gotten a combo through the entire thing. Oh, I got hit by that. Oops. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I didn't have parry. Long. Dash 1. Duck 2. Jump. Disappear. Parry. Yes, baby?
Are we doing pork cutlets today?
We can.
Okay. Can
Use
I
it to
pick up
prep them.
Funko?
Yes, Pongo. I think, and we have enough eggs.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops. Oh, I still got the parry, baby. Dash 1, duck 2, dash 3. Flare.
Oh, I thought I got it.
1, 2, and 3. Teleport. Heal up. 1 and 2. Flare. Left. Disappear. Unfortunate.
Oh, I missed that.
Dash 1, duck 2, dash 3, jump, disappear. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. He'll get you even when he turns around. Flare. Watch a teleport. On you, John. Alright, dash 1, shadow. Flare. Duck 2. Dash 3. Area jump. And parry. On you. Flare. Dash 1. Duck 2. Dash 3. Oh. There was a shadow, I didn't see it. Alright, let's leave, let's leave. That was really good, actually.
I know exactly what I'm wrong.
What are you doing wrong? Tell me.
So it's like I barely get so I noticed that like as soon as I miss my parry, I jump out of the way and I get hit.
Exactly.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And I shouldn't be doing that.
What should you be doing
But
instead?
also that's what I'm trying to figure out because it's like if I miss my parry and I still get hit.
Uh-huh. Hold duck.
Oh, hold duck.
Hold duck.
Yeah, I've been trying to either duck the duckable attacks or like stand on him so I can go be like slightly behind him
That-
if I don't have it up in time.
Exactly. So I'll go over it with you exactly what happened to you, right? So you got hit by the shadow. Oh, sorry. This is the wrong attack. You got hit by the shadow clone into the real dash, right?
Yeah.
And right here, after getting hit by the real dash in dash 1, you should have held duck. But instead, you stayed up to try and get out of the way of dash 2. But because you don't have time to do that, all you have time to do is duck. Duck is 1 frame. It's your fastest action, right? So you could just duck here, but instead because you tried to get out of the way, you got hit by the shadow, and then you got hit by dash 3. And you just lost all of your HP from all of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, you're exactly correct. It was because I'm trying to get out of the way, but I don't have time to get out of the way. Yes, you don't have time. In this instance, if you get hit, you're cooked. The problem with flare dash, the long dash, is if you get hit by the shadow clone, the hit stun is too long, you will get hit by the dash as well. It's always it's a true combo. Unless you happen to have jumped when you got hit by the shadow and you got sent flying too far away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. I mean, those are really, if you think about it, these are the only 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
We have the sword swings, but you guys are getting it down. Sometimes you guys get tripped up when the boss turns around, and that's going to happen really often. And yes, in a 3-man, that's going to happen very often. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure my YouTube is getting this correctly. I think it's lagging a lot. Oh yeah, it's really lagging. I don't know why. I'm gonna reset it.